And all right, we back. We looking at Hind Ight episode. I am excited to say I don't even know what episode this is. Maybe it's like 14, 13, 14, something around there.
69.
But we just saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
And
I'm a fan though.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Friends. That's the subtitle.
Yes, and Friends. There were friends there. And I enjoyed that. I love seeing Tails. I love seeing Knuckles, and I thought they did it good. The CG was good.
I have
On what, the CG?
to, yeah, I have to stop you there.
Why?
I don't know. It just, compared to some other CG, or the standard that, I guess, Marvel and, I don't know. It just.
Yeah, but there's a big
seem...
difference between the Marvel and this, and that's that these are fully 3D rendered characters, and they're supposed to be such, versus when a real life person just turns into a 3D asset.
I know, but it just, I didn't buy them there. I guess, I don't know.
Well, you need to expand your mind and your creativity, my brother.
No, I've just seen better CG out there.
Well, for sure. For sure. But it looked like Unreal Engine to me. It's like I could actually eye and see some of the compositing and shit and know that they literally probably made that in Unreal Engine. I will do some research.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's a movie for kids.
It was. I must be a kid because I liked the hell out of that.
It was very, like, inoffensive.
And very nostalgic. A lot of, like, very cultural jokes. So that was, like, I did not expect that piece of it.
Yeah, there was some weird, like, subplots that I could have done away with.
Like the marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell the point of that. That was their Black Lives Matter moment where they just had to include a bunch of black actors.
It was very weird too.
And that was really corny in my opinion. And in fact, that was the only thing I really didn't like about the movie was the inclusion of all those characters.
Black on black, like
violence and anger. That was literally a Tyler Perry movie inside of a Sonic movie, and it didn't make any damn sense.
Yeah, because it ultimately didn't mean anything. Like it didn't hold any meaning for the ultimate goal, I guess. It just sort of ended, and then the climax happened. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think it was necessary.
It was not at all. In fact, it only served for that one moment for her to say, you know, if you ruin my wedding, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah.
And so automatically you kind of knew he was going to ruin her wedding. And that was very predictable, to be honest.
I guess, like, I mean, the best stuff was, with Sonic and, like, what's his name wasn't even involved, like, last time. Like,
who?
James Marsden.
Who's the main guy, that white guy?
Yeah.
I did not care that he was not that involved. I liked it being Sonic, Knuckles and Tails, and Dr. Robotnik. I thought that it was good that he wasn't in it.
And his wife, too. Like,
I thought it was better. Less of them was better for me. His wife was kind of hot, though.
She was fine. She, like, very... I gotta look that up, because she was hot.
I did not like the sister's character. In fact, I forgot she was even in the last movie until they reintroduced her as.
Me too.
Oh, and double spoiler alert, Shadow's gonna be in the next one. I honestly feel like they always
Let's not talk about that yet.
Well, they're giving too much away in these end of movie trailers. You know what I mean? Like, they could have just said what they said and then showed that laboratory and cut it. They didn't have to show them. And I feel like there's getting to a point where they have to do that shit every time. Like, chill.
I think it was a good choice.
It was a marketing choice, but it's still like, where's the suspense?
It was like a Dragon Ball Z character right at the end.
Man, let's not get started about this movie jocking Dragon Ball Z, please.
I mean...
But it's impossible. Okay, that's the party bus right there. How we get in there? She's literally... Okay, it's a big lift.
What the fuck is going on?
I know, it looks really crazy in there.
What's up?
Okay, they lit. All right. That CG, that Dragon Ball Z vibes. I liked it, I appreciated it, but still it was definitely jocking the hell out of the Z. But the fights were fun. And, you know, I guess I couldn't think of a better style.
Robotnik was excellent. Jim Carrey is amazing as always.
Yo, he snapped. I couldn't even like bail.
Just all his little quirks. He just added a layer of just I don't know, comic relief.
Comedic genius, if I may say so myself.
He knew what movie he was in. He wasn't in no fucking Oscar-winning movie.
Yeah, it was not Eternal Sunshine. He was literally clowning. And he was clowning in the fun way. Like, just like the body movements, everything. When he was playing guitar on his leg inside of the robot, like, dude, Jim Carrey honestly was maybe my favorite part.
Born to play this role.
That shit was great. It was like, it felt like old Jim Carrey.
Yeah. He's not in much, so.
I can't think of the last thing he was in but Sonic last time. But what else do you need to be in? These are blockbusters.
Yeah. Idris Elba was in it.
As Knuckles.
As Knuckles. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to think. I mean, he did a good job, I guess.
I thought so too. I didn't like how they softened him up at the end, though.
Separate myself from Idris Elba. Like, whereas Sonic, like, I only see Sonic. I only hear Sonic when
until they showed you that motherfucker at the beginning of the movie. That was lame.
But Idris Elba, like, and maybe it's just like Knuckles doesn't sound like that to me. Like, in my head canon, like in the show, like it was a very different vibe.
And in the game, but it wasn't when I really think about it. It was pretty like deep voice vibes.
But yeah, no, I thought he killed it. Did a good job. I
like Tails. I don't know who his voice actor was, but he did a great job. That sounded like the Tails in my imagination.
Like they played up his like alien. I'm still talking about fucking Idris Elba or Knuckles, but they played up Knuckles like, oh yeah, I don't know anything. I'm like kind of like empty-minded, and I'm just like a powerful dude that has one task. So I don't know. He was very one-dimensional.
I appreciated that though, because that was his character. He was trying to defeat or save the Emerald. That was literally Knuckles' whole mission in the show or in the games.
Yeah, and I guess he learned
until he meets his friends.
He learned a lot.
But yeah, I thought like Tails understandable at the end for the baseball game. I got that, like, Tails is part of the crew and it's all fun and games now.
Let's go to my car.
Why? That means I gotta walk past all this. All right, we gotta pause hindsight. There's a lot of cops. Something's going on. All right, unfortunately, I think nobody got arrested. I'm just kidding. But anyway, all right, back to it. So, Supersonic. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I saw it coming a mile away for sure. I felt like the movie was cool. Strong enough without that already. And I thought the three of them using their teamwork could have beat him. It had like major Sonic Heroes vibes, if anybody ever played that game where you're all three of them working together as you solve puzzles. Classic. But yeah, I felt like they could have beat him without the supersonic power. I get it, then the clutch, and the family had to come and they had to save him, and the power of the emeralds and fan service and everything. But
no, I don't know what they could have done. What else would have been better? I thought
Knuckles come back in this bitch and clonk his ass again.
Nah, I thought Supersonic was very cathartically earned.
All I'm saying is Supersonic should have popped up against Shadow. That would have been a little bit more epic to me versus them just using it to beat up Dr. Robotnik, because that's like Sonic doesn't need to roll like that.
Yeah, but Robotnik is the power of the crystal, man.
But like a good ending with a cool combo, like Tails throws Knuckles and Sonic at the air and they do some cool electric bouncy shit with a punch, that would have been just as satisfying to me. And then Supersonic against Shadow would have been cool. Plus, or Hyper Shadow versus Supersonic, that would have been even more epic. I'm sure they'll still do that. But yeah, for it to be the first time, I think it would have been legendary.
No, now he's experienced that once. Now
I feel it.
Harness the.
Hey, I feel it.
He's still a kid, man. He's not ready for that or something yet.
Oh God, don't even get me started on all that shit. Hey, Dad. I'm like, oh my Lord, have mercy, nigga.
Bro, it's a whole new kid's movie.
I feel it. But
kids love it,
bro. Kids love it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's save our kid. Look, he's a fucking hedgehog though. It reminds me of the LA jigs who are like, this is not my baby. This is my dog. This is my baby. That's literally the vibes I was getting. But aside from all that, it was still solid. I have no rating for this. I don't even know how I'm feeling. I want to give it a high rating, but honestly, maybe like everything is just Jim Carrey for me. I loved everything, but Jim Carrey was fucking still in the show. And his sidekick. I wasn't even expecting, bro, and he just brought heat too. He was like a different kind of humor, and it was cool to have them just contrast each other.
Yeah, he's the one that just is a subservient. Like he would do anything for that man.
Anything for God.
He's been waiting for him for.
Yeah, making the fucking, that was hilarious. The coffee shop, like, come on, they snapped on a lot of that. That was good, man. Jim Carrey, I swear.
Yeah, no, I
to
mean
God.
there was a lot of great elements, especially I mean the opening scene with the whole Rube Goldberg fucking mushroom coffee scene.
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
really everything with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, like every scene, bro, was in. He was killing.
Like with the tech gloves and all that stuff was great.
The dance scene.
Oh yeah.
It's weird that I started to enjoy it. At first, I was like, okay, this is getting goofy. But when they busted into dance, I was like, all right, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Like when the guys did. Sonic and them really didn't come with as much heat as those other guys. They were doing CG shit.
Yeah, it was very like
CG-ish.
Yeah, very CG.
I was
very,
okay
like,
with it though.
Out of nowhere as well.
Yeah,
like,
those guys killed that shit.
Like it very like. Yeah, they were horrible, and then all of a sudden they were like all insane.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that part. That threw me for a whole loop. I'm like, literally 20 seconds ago you tripped over his tail, and now you guys are doing synchronized spinning in the sky.
That's what kind of movie it is.
I get it, but that was a little bit wild for me.
I mean, you can say the same thing about the car sequence at the beginning when Sonic's trying to be a superhero and
oh yeah, that was
defuse
ridiculous.
the bombs and shit.
Ridiculous, but it was fun. And all their like fake cussing, it was like, holy shiitake mushroom, like all that type of.
Yeah, I loved all that stuff.
I know, you had a lot of it. I felt like that robot voice felt like something you would do too.
Yeah, he was about to. He was
turn out the. That was next level.
Bro,
I had never seen that.
Eggman, Daft Punk.
Low key, bro.
Daft Man.
Yeah, like I had never seen
Punk. Eggman Punk.
Eggman with the emerald like that. I feel like that was a new thing.
Dude, that was the best.
This nigga floated out with green electricity.
A lot of that was probably Jim Carrey.
I swear so much of that movie was probably him like freestyling.
Yeah.
It had to be. It didn't have to be, but it felt that way. Like he was like, "Oh, I got a line for this. This is take 20. I'm about to
cut off my mustache." Felt like that was like a dick joke.
My nigga said, what was his little IKEA joke? Like, oh, I can never imagine a wall being there now. Like, I don't know, that was so random, but it was like these are all
debris adds to the
to the aesthetic. Snapped. The emerald and all that was
like
cool.
The whole dishonest, and it's like this
is how I roll. Yeah. There were some moments I was actually laughing in the theater, and I don't usually do that, but Jim Carrey was killing it.
It wasn't as funny when Idris Elba said it back at the end, but it was kind of cool.
Yeah, just for the closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, man, Jim Carrey was going crazy. Jim Carrey was going crazy in that movie.
Yeah. Jim Carrey brings it up a couple points for me.
Yeah, for sure. He's all the points damn near. It's like I like Sonic, but Sonic does get a little stale. I will not lie.
Yeah.
As a character, he was the stalest one compared to like Knuckles and Tails. I feel like he was the one who was just like, quick joke, predictable. And that's like, okay, I get it, but even like his little growth arc was just stupid to me. It's like, I got it, kids movie again.
It felt like we were watching like Sesame Street at some point.
It was just like, yeah.
Especially with the husband and wife character.
I did not like them in the movie. That's what I was saying. Less of them, the better. Because all they were bringing was like stupid B story to me. We're going to Hawaii to a wedding. It was like they tried to remove them in a valid way.
I feel like the movie wanted to say so much. Like there was like a whole thing at the beginning that I thought the movie was going to go to, which is like the whole, like I thought he was basically Batman or something. Like he was Sonic and fucking James Marsden, and he was like, yeah, you have to understand you're just a kid. Like you can't go out and try to handle everything yourself. Like you're not ready yet. Like I thought that was gonna be the whole arc of it.
Great power comes great responsibility, Sonic.
Yeah, like a Spider-Man.
But it was, and it was, and it wasn't. It just wasn't executed like that tight.
But
you know what I mean?
There
like,
was so many different things I feel like they wanted to just cram into it.
Yeah, I agree. But honestly, it's like that wedding stuff could have been. It's like I liked the characters to an extent. I just felt like they put them in a really stupid situation that had no stakes and wasn't funny. And like all the secret undercover cops and stuff, sure they played their role in that one moment, but I feel like they could have done that a couple of different ways.
Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous, a bit unbelievable.
And then,
I did like the scene. I did like that he switched out the rings, and that made for like a kind of ridiculous,
oh yeah, just some more fucking whatever around that conflict.
And then he's an undercover cop, and then his wife like starts going obsessively crazy about him, which is justified, but I felt like they were like, she was overly exaggerating how fucking obsessed and crazy.
Yeah,
and, like,
don't even
willing
get me
to
started.
fucking kill him,
It
willing
was
to
like,
fucking shoot him. Like, what the fuck?
It was taking it too far. It wasn't a good look for black people.
Yeah, like crazy black lady, kind of like.
It was there. It was Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Sonic. Like it wasn't a good look. I didn't think that was cool.
And like,
but I'm sure white people ate that up.
I mean, yeah, it's like if you do something with that, maybe.
But they didn't, and that was why I was kind of mad. Like, what was the point of including this if it really wasn't even a story beat? Honestly, it was like just the reason they left and a reason for those cops to pop up, and really nothing more.
Yeah,
it was like, what was the point in all of that?
Literally, the last time we saw them
was when they kind of try and make up a little bit.
Kiss, yeah.
And that was just like, what? Like, what were the stakes? How mad was she really? And she just, just is done with it now. She just took the cart, knocked over the whole wedding, blew everything up, killed the whole bunch of niggas, started zapping the cake.
I discovered that I really loved you.
I broke the first rule of the law, or whatever he's talking about. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
I fell in love.
What the hell?
And you would have told me.
Yeah, you couldn't have said that at any point prior. Or like chose to help out when they was taking Sonic and Tails. Trained agents beat by this black chick. What?
And then we see his boss at the end, who's like part of some
Gun. He's a member of Gun.
Yeah.
Generally United Nations.
Is that like a thing in the Sonic universe?
It is. The gun. It's always like gunship, gun this, gun that.
Oh, yeah.
And they just like, yeah, it's like you just are running past gun armories and shit.
I think they did I don't know about a good job, but they included all the, the major, I guess, points of the Sonic games.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, is they are actually a very good adaptation. They took the games and really did make like a solid, like, I guess, story out of it.
Yeah.
Even like as far as having the Green Hill Zone and like all those things and like different elements brought into this story, they did it well, and it has like the same flow as the game for the most part, as like, the beats of the story.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, I think it did better than the first movie, which is just like a road trip movie.
No questions.
Very
and I liked
people were expecting more. I feel like, even though it was a good movie, like the first movie, I honestly had to struggle to remember certain aspects.
Bro, I don't remember anything but the fight at the end. There was nothing else in that movie I could remember.
I think this is a more memorable.
And I like the side character. Who's that other cop who just was in the wrong place at the right? Wade. I thought they did well with Wade. Wade was the B story I was liking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that shit was funny to me. And that's why I was just like, why can't we do more with those kind of characters who are genuinely funny instead of like, like they were just trying to make black people look bad, if I'm just being 100% honest. It was a BLM play to include a bunch of black actors because, like, what?
Yeah.
That was Shamar Moore, wasn't it?
Which one?
The black husband. I think it was Shamar Moore. But, yeah, I feel like they didn't even need to add that in there. That was goofy. Actually, we were just talking about that shit
Idris
earlier.
Elba's a key part now, so.
Yeah, I'm with that, but he ain't black. He's red. He's just a voice. You need the symbolism on screen of people. You know what I mean? And I like their little mixed marriage. I actually think they're a dope little couple in the movie.
Honestly, they do have good chemistry together.
Yeah,
except
that was pretty good.
Again, I felt like she was in like kids, like it was very well. I guess that's the
I
type of acting
agree.
it was.
Nah, bro. She was
over-
fudging it up a little bit.
She was-
Because I would notice, like, in my head, every time she would do something or interact with Sonic, in my mind, I would literally, like, shift to seeing her on a green screen, hugging, like, a pillow or something. You know what I mean? She was always fudging it up too much. Like, oh,
Except,
Sonic! You know, like, she wasn't used to acting without somebody there.
yeah.
But she did good
She
in
was
all the
fine,
other
though.
scenes
She
except
was
the
a babe.
interactions with Sonic. Yeah, she was
I would,
for sure.
I would prefer, I would prefer her to, stay.
Well,
Yeah,
I want her in the
series,
movie, but I didn't
yeah.
like her as too much of a character. It was better. I think they did well, but at the end they did bring them in a decent amount. And like that truck scene, I'm like, yo, nigga, your truck just got flipped over and all you guys are totally fine. Not a single scratch. She literally crawled out of there like,
Right.
literally she had just crawled in the other side. Like that's how she crawled out. Like no,
It's fucking upside down.
a gigantic robot just punched your car and it went flipping like 3-4 times and landed upside down and they just crawled out like literally clean.
Hey,
That was some Vin Diesel type shit.
Also, it's like, they got to keep the rating
For sure.
PG.
For sure. They crawled right out of that.
No, probably PG.
It had to be PG because there was too much of that like fake swearing.
I guess like violence in general, but like
But the violence
No
wasn't
blood.
so heavy. It was no blood or anything.
I did like the fucking Gundam mech.
God damn, that was
Robotnik.
great. That was like G Gundam. You ever seen that one?
Yeah.
Where like they move in the suits and then, like it moves with them.
Dude,
That
it was so
great.
cool. Yeah.
And then he switched it to the controls on some OG Sonic shit too. And I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Thank you, Sega. Sega Sammy Films, whoever the hell Sammy is.
I noticed that too. Sega Sammy. Mr. Sega Sammy.
That robot was
Is
fire.
that what does Sega have besides Sonic?
Virtua Fighter. I don't know. I can't think of nothing, but they got a lot
This
of
is
shit.
their
Sega. They got
I
some
mean,
hits.
this is I guess I don't know.
Come on, let's
I guess
think.
this is their
Cash cow.
yeah, exactly. This
What
is their
about
feature.
remember the Super Monkey Ball? Remember them little monkeys
Actually,
in the balls?
I think there's a new Sonic game coming out, if I'm not mistaken.
Great timing.
Yeah.
I don't think there is. I think it's just an
No.
online MMO part RPG type
No,
shit.
they said there was like a fully 3 world Sonic.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's a real game. I think it's like a mod game. I know what you're talking about because that YouTube suggested that for
No,
me too.
that like it's like AAA. It's in development right now.
Oh, I guess
Like a
I
big
haven't seen
studio.
that. I ain't seen that. But I'm surprised they haven't. Did they make a Sonic game for the first movie?
I don't know.
Because that seems like something they'll be doing.
Sonic Frontiers,
Oh, okay, that sounds lit.
upcoming platform game.
I'm guessing that in the next movie they're gonna introduce Silver at the end too, and run through all of like the Sonic Adventures and all of them games. I feel like they're gonna stick to that like formula.
It's like an open world joint.
Oh, I'll have to see. I have to see when it come out. I won't be buying it, but I'll just watch somebody else play. I'll buy it for my nephews. But yeah, solid movie. Very solid
Solid.
movie. Let's rate this. I'm going. What am I saying? I'm saying 8.
Man.
8.5, just for Jim Carrey. I would almost give it a 9 for Jim Carrey, but I'm gonna keep it 8.5.
I mean, just think of like the range of movie choice.
That's
Like,
why I
I feel
had
like
to-
that's kind of high.
That's why I had to 8.5 it, because I think that Jim Carrey did do a great job, but I mean, you know,
I'll
I did just see
say,
Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it didn't even compare to that.
Yeah, I'll say it's 7.5.
Damn, well
Pretty
then
good.
8 it is. 8 it is. But it was a solid movie. It was a
Solid,
high 8.
solid.
For sure it was a
If
high
I was
8.
a kid, this would be like my
No,
favorite
yeah,
movie
for
of
sure.
all time.
Not to mention, like, I feel like they hit the nostalgia chords well without it being like corned up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
down to the Chaos Emerald, to the Supersonic. Like, you know, I felt like they did it early, but they still did it tastefully.
Yeah. Yeah. There was, it had everything in terms of the, like, even the little discovery section where Robotnik and
Knuckles were running
Knuckles,
to, bro.
yeah.
That was one of my favorite parts almost. Where they're like dodging the
Yeah,
traps and
yeah.
shit. Like that was actually cool.
like, allow me.
That
Yeah.
felt like something I would see in like what 4 Sonic
Indiana
movies when they got to team up with Dr. Robotnik and they got to do some shit like that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was the vibes, but it was like right away. That was fun.
Yeah, they commented on the tropes in a way that, the movie seemed smart about addressing in a new way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, every other movie has like a fucking puzzle-solving type deal. Or, I mean, not like, because it wasn't puzzle-solving, but it was like...
Secret Trap, Indiana
traps,
Jones
yeah,
vibes.
Yeah,
and they just powered through them all. With power, science, and like speed, basically.
For sure.
Yeah, that was
I wish there was maybe a little more of a fight between Knuckles and Sonic.
Oh man, yeah, that's bummed me. Especially when they hit the Dragon Ball Z strike for a hot second there, and it was like in the air. I was like, okay,
yeah.
Sonic's about to turn the fuck up. This just got crazy, and then it ended. That was like the end of the fight.
Cause this was supposed to be.
It was the bounce though. The bounce was pretty hard.
Like, I wanted more there. I mean, I guess there was moments.
I will say they cut
many.
him short on the rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, they were friends almost too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even too fast. There just wasn't enough physical conflict. Like, that first conflict could have been more.
Yeah.
When Tails just came and saved him, like, they could have really, like, fucked Sonic up or something. But I guess they had to intro Tails, so I get it. But there should have been more scenes where, like, Sonic got to hand it to him. Or the Ice Mountain scene, like, they could have done a little bit more with that. Even though they did a lot, I did love that snowboarding.
Is Tails also always supposed to be a boy?
Tails is a boy.
Yeah.
Miles.
I discovered that late.
It's Miles. Miles Prowler or something like that.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought for the longest time.
Because he has a high-pitched voice, of course. Me too, but then I realized.
There was kind of some weird vibes between Tails and Sonic. But
I didn't
it was
see
very,
that at all.
very paternal, I think. Very, like, Like, he was just like, Tails was
Sonic, give me a hug. Sonic, am I really your friend? Give me a hug. Yeah, coming out a little strong there, whatever he said. That was actually really funny.
Like, I mean, he was just obsessed with Sonic.
Well, I mean, that was his hero. I feel like that was supposed to contrast the fact that they were like, you're not ready. And then you got a guy coming in like, nigga, I saw your last battle. That was, that was wonderful. You made me leave my home and chase after you. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was the contrast of what they were just telling him and kind of like enforced it. That he is kind of a hero. Had his heart power. The Chaos Emeralds went right into his heart.
He didn't realize how much of an effect that he had on other galaxies across the universe.
Yeah, that was solid, man. And they didn't really even go into that too much. Because I feel like that was actually something that was introduced in the movies, was the fact that they're like from another galaxy or another world. I don't remember that being really a part of it. Like, Sonic was just here on the planet, jumping around and blowing shit up, and that was just what it was. There really wasn't a backstory I can remember like that. And then it's all of a sudden like, nigga, the war between the owls and the echidnas. I'm like, what the fuck? How an owl gonna beat a Knuckles nigga? What the fuck?
I do remember that part from the first movie.
Yeah, I did too. I thought that was dope. It was a part that I just wasn't even thinking about it. And then all of a sudden they flash back and I'm like, oh shit, that was them in the last movie.
Yep.
That was clean.
Yeah.
And oh my god, don't get me started with the Obi-Wan Kenobi, we need your help. That was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? The map just turned magic all of a sudden, and then I was like, damn, if I've ever seen plot armor.
I didn't understand. Like, they saw the thing on the map, and then what happened?
Bro, it didn't make no damn sense. It was like 18 things just happened simultaneously that were unconnected, but moved everything forward. Drop the map, it starts glowing, it starts smoking,
Sonic, if you discover this, like, how the fuck did you discover it just then? What if they discovered it before they met fucking Knuckles?
Like, what were the chances that was gonna do that right then? That was what I was like.
The map.
Was there something that started that, or
I don't know?
Yeah, that got me.
He looked at the crystal on the map,
and it just started glowing. Like, I don't even understand what happened, or did he? Yeah, no, it started glowing first. That was the first thing that happened, and then it just fell, and then smoke came out, and then the owl ghost came out. Like, Sonic, I'm dead if you're seeing this message. And I'm just like, what the hell just happened? Like, that was so random to me.
Did Tails have something to do with it?
Maybe, and I just missed something. But I was watching, and all of a sudden, I remember at that part thinking, what? Well, hold up. How did the map just turn magic all of a sudden and open up a projection? Why would you even hide that in a map? That was wild. I'll probably steal it someday though. Simple little quest.
Yeah.
It was like the start of the quest, but I just couldn't get over the fact, like, how did they just start the quest like that? The quest was cool to go get the fucking little compass or whatever. That was fun. But it was still like, how did, like, what just told them to go do that? How did that happen? That was weird, but it was fun nonetheless.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those movies where you just gotta roll with it.
Yep. What was Knuckles talking about when he was first introduced? Like, like, I will take every single one of these and destroy them and break them and turn them in. Oh, they're steps. I was dying, bro.
Yeah.
It was a lot of those were the funniest moments. It was like those little subversions. Like,
yeah.
Those were hitting right every time. I don't know who wrote that, but they actually did a good job.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Dialogue. Yeah.
The dialogue was hit. Actually, the whole movie, I felt like the dialogue was hitting. Also, I didn't know if that was stock footage backgrounds of the snow and stuff, but those were really cool scenes. And I liked when they were doing like those first person shots of Tails in the plane. I thought that was really fun.
Oh yeah, no.
Like he had a GoPro on his fucking. That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I thought actually a lot of the shots were pretty beautiful for it being just a Sonic movie where it doesn't even matter like that. But I was like, wow, like that looked good.
And I mean, I know that's like Tails like like flies a plane, but like how? Like if you think about it, like what?
He's got hands and feet.
Like he just knows how to fly
He's a genius. Not a genius, but he's good
But like
technology.
he literally just came from fucking outer space. He knows how to fly. Anyway.
Nigga, he made a gun, a ray gun. I think he could figure a plane now. He made a live translator. I think he could figure a plane now. Or, like my guy said, find a manual.
Find a manual.
That's what Stone said. Like, that shit was funny. His character was hitting, man. I wish they would have used him more. Or like, I thought Robotnik was gonna give him some power or something.
I was skeptical. I was like, Robotnik again? Like, how many times are we gonna have to?
Nah, I'll do it again.
By the way, is he dead at the end? Like, I guess we never saw a body. So.
I loved it, and we saw his homie there to retrieve him. Remember at the end he pulled the mask down?
First of all, you should never pull your mask down.
I agree. I was like, bro, we knew it was you off the eyes. Like, nigga, I knew it was you. Thank you for doing that for the movie, for the camera that's not there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a lot of movies you can say
for sure.
But, so is he alive?
I'm pretty sure he's alive, bro.
Yeah, I guess if you don't see the body.
Yeah, and it's not that kind of movie. He's gonna live.
But he lost all his powers and he fell from a fucking 70 million stories high.
Get ready for the secret files.
He has like a secret fucking parachute or like
you know what?
Some,
in
like,
fact,
thing.
When he was falling, I was thinking in my head, watch them fuck him up, put him in like a recovery thing, and he get fat like Eggman.
Oh.
Remember they showed it for that 1 second on the computer? I was like, watch this be some type of like coma or transition where he gets super fat and he like keeps turning more and more into Eggman.
I would love that to happen.
Because the second one, he got the mustache and the bald head. You know what I mean? And then all he has is like literally the weight. And he's literally the Eggman that we've seen in games.
Dude.
So I'm kind of hoping they do it like that. But I don't even know.
No, I mean, if they don't use that, I'm even disappointed. Or if they don't do that.
And it was weird. It was like, I saw that weird like cross. Like I feel like I saw bodies in a cross a lot in that film.
In a cross?
Yeah, like when he was falling, when the guy kept doing it for the dance battle, when the guy from the dance battle fell and he was doing the cross and he had a cross on his chest. I don't know, I felt like I saw that a decent amount of times.
He had his own tattoo and I took him. That was hilarious.
That whole scene was funny. And like the lady's knitting like,
oh yeah.
And then they look over and it's just like, oh, and it's just got the skull and bones on it. That was great. That was fucking great.
The mistranslations.
That was classic, man.
Get away from my farts.
That was classic.
And you thought they were gonna throw him into the fire and what was that word?
I couldn't even hear what he was saying when he was saying it. A dance
That'd be
battle.
offensive maybe to fucking Scandinavian cultures. Maybe.
No, I bet that they worked with them to get this. That was probably like them being like, oh, we're gonna bring some Serbians into this. I think they're in Serbia. I'm pretty sure they were. Yeah. All right, good movie, y'all. We wrapping it up. Check out Sonic 2. It's definitely worth it. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. Don't go in with like super high expectations, but
You can though. Just know it's a kids movie.
yeah, you're gonna have fun. There's a lot to enjoy.
Jim Carrey will give you a ride, no
There's a
matter
lot
what.
to enjoy. I like the time flew by. It was probably like 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah. That was the first time I feel like in a while I sat for 2 hours and didn't think it was 2 hours. Like when he got to the Emerald, I'm like, dang. Like we're already an hour and a half in. I'm like, holy crap. Like that flowed fast. The beats were quick. It felt like a Sonic. You know what I mean? Like things were happening relatively quickly. No, that was solid though. All right, y'all.
Yeah. Good run of movies coming out.
So that means
Expect a
more
lot more.
hindsights. You can find us on Spotify and soon on Apple
So
Music.
we got Lost City. We got Duo. We got what's next week?
Jujutsu Kaisen 0
You
and
said,
Massive Talent.
Massive Talent next week, and The Northman.
We'll see about that. All right, y'all. We out. What's that? That's the one about the white boys? White boys in the snow?
Fucking